Hi, everyone. Welcome to Skedulo Connects, our bite-sized video series for product insight. I'm your host, James Huddleston, and today I am very excited to be joined by Skedulo's Director of Product, Bart Banda. Bart, welcome to the show.
Thanks, James. Great to be here.
So Bart, for today's session, I'd love to talk about Skedulo Plus, the new mobile workforce management app you just launched. Can you tell our audience a little bit more about it?
Yeah, so Skedulo Plus is our brand new state-of-the-art mobile app experience for the mobile workforce, available for iOS and Android devices, of course. And it's really a major evolution from our previous mobile app, as we're now starting to, or have leveraged some of the latest mobile device technology that's now on offer to bring a significantly improved user experience to the mobile worker. It's also purposely built for organizations that operate in industries where they need to provide services or care to their users outside of this kind of traditional office environment or setting, where those users might be their customers, patients, or members of the community, etc. Right? And its key goal is really to empower teams in these organizations to schedule, manage, and complete all types of work, regardless of the industry, in not only a more productive way, but also in a way that's more enjoyable.
Excellent. And what led the team to build a new mobile app? Why now?
Yeah, so Skedulo has been providing mobile workforce scheduling solutions to organizations for over 10 years now. And during that time, we've obviously talked and listened to a lot of our customers and learned about what really matters to them as a business and what's important to their end customers and users that they serve. And one of the key insights and industry trends we've seen throughout this time, and especially recently, is that the expectations of workers using mobile devices as part of their jobs, and often it's a requirement as part of in order for them to do their work. The expectations have significantly risen due to this kind of explosion of consumer apps that are available on the market now, and just the overall advancement of mobile technology in general, right? So for these workers who on a daily basis need to complete work at multiple sites or at people's homes or wherever it might be, we saw this big opportunity to really help them feel empowered and fully enabled to do their work as effectively and efficiently as possible through the use of this new mobile technology that I mentioned. We also found that a lot of existing apps and solutions out there on the market are often too rigid and inflexible. They use often this kind of point solutions that come with lots of features, but you can't really customize them a lot, right? And the organizations we work with really need a deployable mobile solution that can easily adapt to these constantly changing and complex business environments that they all operate in. So at its core, Skedulo Plus was primarily built for this mobile worker as a key priority, with a large focus on things like usability and performance and reliability. But at the same time, we also wanted to build it with a high level of flexibility and extensibility in mind, so that these mobile experiences that are deployed to these workers can actually be easily and quickly tailored to meet each organization's unique workflow needs and challenges.
Amazing. So what I'm hearing is that it's really built to empower those workers who are doing jobs, running to appointments in the field to complete work. What are some of the ways specifically that Skedulo Plus helps those workers to complete more jobs more efficiently?
Yeah, so Skedulo Plus comes with a really clean and intuitive user interface, which is obviously important, but that really makes it super easy for anybody to pick up and start to become effective straight away, like regardless of what their skill level with a mobile device might be. Accessibility has especially been a large focus this time around because we wanted to make sure that we actually address the needs and challenges of as many people as possible, regardless of any kind of impairment or disability they might have, because now we know how common that is across the global population.
Mhm.
Performance and reliability are other key benefits. We really wanted to create a mobile solution to be empowering and not a hindrance. It's almost, we want it to be invisible. You shouldn't have to think about it when you're using it and completing your job, right? So
Yeah.
if using an app is a requirement for you to complete your job, ensuring that it loads quickly and is always available and doesn't get in the way is crucial, right? And we've invested a lot of time and effort in this area to ensure that that's really the case when using Scheduler Plus, and we'll of course continue to do so over time to ensure that that just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that makes a lot of sense. The reliability, that user experience, making it really easy to do their work, to complete their work. Knowing that if it isn't and it doesn't work the way that they need it to the first time, there's a very low likelihood they'll ever use it again. So I think that's really good that that's one of the areas of focus. One of the other questions we get, what about in situations where workers are working in remote locations without service coverage? I know a lot of work is done in areas where there's little or no service coverage or connectivity. How does the app handle those situations?
Yeah, exactly. So that's actually why offline first was another key priority when we started to build the new app. A common use case that we consistently heard from a lot of our customers across multiple industries is when the remote workers who are out on a job often just need to record the details about a job as they progress through it on site. But they don't necessarily need to send that job data back to the scheduling office straight away, right? In order to just complete the job and go and move on to the next one. So with Scheduler Plus, we've solved that by letting users still use the app in a productive way without always requiring an active network connection, right? So when you're working and filling out the details about a job using the app, all the changes can be stored locally onto your device. And as soon as you go into an area where there is an active connection, the app can then sync all of those changes back to your central scheduling office, wherever that might be. So the priority for these workers who are out in the field is always to complete the job as quickly and efficiently as possible, right? And technology should never get in the way of them doing that. It should really only be there to help accelerate it.
Yeah, that automated data sync, that's really cool. Um, I know a lot of our customers are from a lot of different industries. They have different workflow, different processes. How did you and the team take that into account and accommodate for all the kind of vast array of different requirements, to help those companies function through the mobile app?
Yeah, so this is where one of our flagship features of Schedule Plus comes in, which we call the mobile extension framework. So we know from experience that no business operates in exactly the same way like you just mentioned, right? Even if those businesses actually provide the same types of services in the same industry, in the same country, and so the same type of customers, everyone has their own kind of special and unique internal workflows that also constantly change over time. And sometimes those changes are actually outside of their control. For example, when new industry regulations are introduced that these businesses need to quickly adhere to, or when they scale geographically and want to start going after new markets or whatever it might be, right? So a mobile extension framework for Scheduler Plus is our solution to that problem, as it allows developers and solution partners to tailor and customize the mobile experience and functionality so that it meets and can easily adapt to an organization's unique workflow needs, right? So using this kind of template-driven framework approach, developers can easily and quickly add things like custom forms, screens, and UI components directly into the mobile experience for the end user. And the best thing about this framework that we're really excited about is that any updates to these extensions doesn't actually require the mobile user to download a new version of the app each time, right? So as soon as the developer has shipped a new form or made changes to an existing one, that functionality is actually automatically available on the mobile user's device, which they can start to take advantage of and use straight away. And we think that's really big. That's really a big game changer, as it's really going to help with this problem of being able to quickly adapt to this never-ending challenge of change.
Yep. Yep. No, that's excellent. What's coming next? Anything you can share?
Yeah, well, the initial launch, as always, is always just the beginning. So we have actually a pretty ambitious vision for making sure that this mobile experience for the global deskless worker is the best it can possibly be. And we're already planning on things like adding support for more languages, adding new scheduler to worker communications, communication features through things like real-time messaging, better availability management for the mobile worker, improved search, and much more, right? We've also got big plans for this extension framework that I just talked about, including more tools and more flexibility for developers to really start to take advantage of a lot of these new mobile technologies that are now available on devices. And more importantly, we're actually also working on enabling non-technical users to be able to take advantage of this framework to build and customize on top of it, right? Through the use of things like low and no code web tools, which we're really excited about our customers getting their hands on.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I know several of our customers already using Skedulo Plus or rolling it out to their workforce. Any results you can share?
Well, it's still early days, but the customers who have adopted or upgraded to Scheduler Plus have told us that they've seen things like an increase in worker productivity, number of jobs completed over a set time frame, and greater operational efficiencies overall. And we've even got customers reporting to us that their workforce is now happier as a result as well, which is leading to things like greater employee retention and job satisfaction, which is just awesome to hear, as that's really a big part of our overall mission as a company.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for sharing. So overall, yeah, thanks, Bart. That was really, really insightful. It's getting me excited about Schedulo Plus, and I do really, really, truly appreciate you joining us today.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And to our audience, thanks for watching. We appreciate you joining us. If you'd like to find out more about how Schedulo Plus can empower your teams to more efficiently schedule, manage, and complete work, please reach out to your customer success manager or visit us at our website, skedulo.com, and request a demo. All right. Thank you. See you again soon.